Hey guys, Gruber Bros here. Still haven't got a new introduction for the channel, and doing another deck profile for us today. This is a very budget-friendly version of Paleo. Um, that's it really. It's just
Yeah, this is the deck we've just got lying about the place, isn't it?
I think we
But
had to spend
like,
like £3 or £4 to finish it off. And just
yeah, like just make it whatever, like update it for a couple of cards we just didn't have. But recently, this is topped an event recently. Andre Torres played it, I believe, at a PPG event. Did really well with it, got first place. We've looked at his list. This list is pretty good. Taking some inspiration from it, added our own little twist on it, because we don't net deck here. But yeah, we'll just get straight into it. So Paleo's like, for anyone who doesn't know what Paleo do, they play level 2 water monsters, Aqua, to make this thing, which is stupid. It's just a negate, and when it sends a grave, it adds back a water monster, and then during the standby phase, you can summon a level 2 Aqua monster, usually a frog. It's pretty good. And basically, you just play that with load of traps, and that's what Paleo is. So we'll just get straight into it. So we'll start off with the main deck. So the main deck, we play 3 Swap Frog. This card's really good for the deck. It's like literally the best card in the deck. So when it's summoned, you get to send a frog monster from deck to grave, and then you can special summon it from your hand as well by discarding a water monster, and then you can return it as cost when it's on the field to your hand to gain an additional gain an additional normal summon of a frog monster. So that's pretty good. The attack stats don't really matter. Nothing like that really matters. You basically just overlaying 2 frog monsters to make the totally awesome. Moving on, we are playing 3 Dupe Frog. This one's pretty cool. So whenever he's face up on the field, your opponent cannot target other monsters for attacks other than Dupe Frog. And then when he sends from the field to the graveyard, you get to add the frog monster. Note that it says when, so this card does miss time. So yeah, you've got to watch out for that. But other than that, it's a pretty good card. Stops you from attacking the totally awesome as well. And then next we play 2 Ronin Totem. What's nice about this is it's like kind of the extender for the deck. You can send it off Swap Frog, and then you can banish another frog monster in graveyard and special it back. So that's where you get your 2 water monsters from. So that's pretty good. We only play it 2. You don't really need to play it at 3. So yeah. And we're playing 2 Blackjack. Blackjack's really good in this deck because it is a trap deck. There are like at least over 20 traps in this deck, so resolving this is like really good. It gives you a lot of tempo into the game as well, and digs deeper for the better trap cards if you haven't drew them. And it's nice to normal summon a link off with a link Yugioh because it is level 1, so you get that synergy that in there. And we are playing a trap in the deck that this has synergy with as well. So that's it for the monsters. I think that's 10 monsters. 10 monsters, yeah. So not a lot of monsters. 3 spells. 3-part desires. You could play Extrav, you could play Prosperity, you could play Duality, I guess. But this is pretty good. It's pretty free. Even though it banishes 10, it's like you're just gonna banish traps, and most of the time you're just gonna draw another 2 traps, so it's pretty good. It does have a little bit of it, like kind of conflicts a little bit sometimes with the frog monsters, but we are playing Paleozoics, which I'll get onto now, which are trap monsters as well as actual trap cards. So we'll talk about this one first. This is probably the better one out of the 3 that we play. So Paleozoic Dynamicious. What's nice about this is that it is a banish for a face-up card on the field, not monster, just card, so it is a little bit better than Karma Cut. And it doesn't discard as cost, so that's relevant in all decks, but we're playing Paleo, so the fact that it doesn't discard its cost is not really bothering. But it's just a nice card, and the fact that it's a trap monster as well that summons from grave, so all Paleos have the same effect. That when a trap is activated, when a normal trap is activated, in direct response to that activation, you can activate this effect in the graveyard to summon it. And they summon as like 1/2 0 defense monsters, and they get banished when they leave the field. So this is the best one. So we'll move on to the next ones. We play 3 Canadia. This is all the rage and Duel Links. This one, this is essentially Book of Moon, but in a trap. And there is a trap monster again, summons from grave, and direct response to normal trap activation. It's pretty nice. And then we play the spell one, not the spell one, the MST of the trap monsters. Yeah, it does what it says on the tin. Destroys spell and trap. face up, face down. Very good. So that's it for the Paleos. Playing 9 of them. The 2 traps that go with Blackjack is Fiend Griefing. It's very good this format. Graveyard Manipulation is very, very good this format. Eldritch and Drytron being the most applicable ones for this card. Very good. Sends a Blackjack, gets you into other traps as well. Really nice. Moving on, we're playing one of the best trap cards of the format in TT. Apologies about my phone. TT is just a really good board wipe. If you set dupe as well, you should get the effect to search. Granted that it won't miss time. 3 Lost Winds. This could be IDP, Ice Dragon's Prison. This could be... Oh, what else could it be? It could be a Deep Barrier. Deep Barrier is a little bit format dependent. It's kind of good in this format. There are matchups where it's just really bad. So this is always kind of really good in every format. Trying to think of other traps you can play. You can play Get Out, but this is just solid as a budget option as well. And it does recur itself in the graveyard. So if you were to play another Paleo called Morella, you could send it from deck to grave. You know, it's a bit niche. We don't really want to do that. So yeah, Lost One's pretty good. 3 trap trick. It's another 3 copies of every normal trap in the deck. So all the Paleos, all the Lost Winds, the TTs, the Dine, and what else is there? The Fiend Griefing. You know, it's pretty good. Nice card to have. Then we'll move on to some counter traps. We are playing 3 Judgments and 3 Strike. These are the big boy traps. These are the ones that will do the most damage, and then to go alongside it, we'll play Imperial Order. So if you don't know what these cards do, you haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! Because these are just stupid cards. Negates summons and spell trap effects, negates monster effects, and inherent summons that don't start a chain, and assassinated spells. All very good traps, all very game-winning traps as well. So that's it, 40 card list. We'll get straight in the extra deck. Playing 3 of the best cards in the extra deck. This little toady guy with the little toad on top. There's always the debate in the player base whether it was a apple or a peach. What do you think?
I mean, the persuasion. It's an apple myself.
I think it's a peach.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, I hate to tell you you're wrong, but
well.
But you're not wrong on a great many Yu-Gi-Oh things, but this time you are.
Yeah. So, as previously stated at the start of the video, this is an insane card. Summons from the deck, frog monsters, negates activations of cards, and adds back water monsters. So, very good card. We played that at 3.
Recently, it became a very cheap card too.
It did, yeah. Which Nathan knows all about for wasting £2 on one. We played this card, so right, we'll get into some extra deck talk in a minute, but this is just a negate, and it's quite a big monster for rank 2 as well, so we'll just you detach one, tag one while it stays up on the field. It's like a Fiendish Chain, if you know what Fiendish Chain is. Opa being a very good card, and I'm gonna nail this name. No, I can't name.
Animal Chorus. Animal Chorus.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I normally can say it, but I've got the jitters, so I'm not going to say it. Animal Chorus or something like that. Anyway, these are the Paleo monsters, so whenever they've got a Paleo trap underneath them, I believe this one's a quick effect, destroy card in the field, and this one is you can play normal trap cards from your hand. You can play Paleozoic trap cards from your hand. You can, yeah. You can play Paleozoic trap cards from your hand while this has a trap material underneath it, I believe. And you can add as well if you discard. So it's quite nice. Not discard, detach. Link Rebo has synergy with Blackjack, and that's about it. Link Spider is good for making a name, so you can make nightmares off the normal Paleo traps because they don't have names. 2 Mistar Boy for the OZK. 2 of these and a frog. Not a frog. 2 of these and a toad is 8k exactly. Phoenix, Cerberus, Unicorn. Literally belong in every deck. Boral Sword. Helps you get game. So 15 cards of the extra decks. For the side deck, Free Crow, you could play Cycle Reader and hit two spells, two light monsters. But Crow's pretty good. Hits everything. 3 border for when we just don't think we're going to open optimally. We'll just summon one of these. Most decks cry about it. It's hard to out, I guess. 3 anti-spell. You can sense where this side deck's going. A lot of floodgate and horrible hand traps. 3 anti-spell is really good. Slows the game down for you to be able to compete. Same thing for Mistake. Mistake's a really good card. I was considering playing this in the BA deck. It's probably better in this deck though. Just really nice. We just don't add at all outside of Duke Prog, and it's not really going to come up. And 3 Heavy Storm Duster to out back row. So we'll go. That's pretty much it with the profile, but we'll go back to the extra deck. So the extra deck is really flexible. We talked about this card. You can quite easily exchange this for Sky Cavalry. That card is brilliant. Basically, it's like a rank 2 with 2 level 2 materials. You can attack. You don't take. Yeah, it doesn't. It can't be destroyed with battle while it has material. And then at the end of the damage step, attack the monster. You can detach the material and return it to hand. You're not really going to use that effect if you're going to play Sky Cavalry, because when you play Sky Cavalry, you're going to play cards like this. So you're going to Sky Cavalry. You're going to attack a monster. Not detach, and then you're just going to go main phase 2, overlay down, and then overlay Zeus, and then you'll have 4 materials under a Zeus. So, you know, basically the whole deck has budgets, but if you want to, like, flex out, you could play, like, Prosperity, what's the other one? The other good pot card? Extravagance. These, you know, there's a lot of Ice Dragon's Prisons. There's a lot of room to make this deck a lot more meta relevance, but as we said, this is a budget list. It's a nice budget deck. It's like you should already have a lot of the cards, just for the amount of staples that you do play in this deck. But it is worth picking up. As I said, me and Nathan have had this deck for a while, just lying about, and we thought we'd just dust off the dust and kind of put it together for you guys. So in the comments, just leave what you think about the deck, any improvements on it for a budget player. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. And I guess that's it.